Minnesota Vikings can use a little bit of depth help on both the defensive tier as well as an edge rusher. So why not get yourself a player who does both? Enter Baylor defensive lineman James Lynch, as our guy Darren Doogie Wolfson reported, has recently met over Zoom with the Vikings. But of course, I don't think Zoom meetings are essentially news anymore because they're so easy to do, but yeah, whatever. But a little bit of background on James friggin' Lynch. 6'4", 289-pound junior, former 3-star recruit from Round Rock, Texas. Signed with Baylor and Matt Rule, who just came down there from Temple, over USC, over TCU. Also, man, imagine if he went to TCU. Lynch with Ross Blacklock on that defensive line. Come on, playa. Shoot. But played immediately for Matt Rule and the Baylor Bears in 2017 as a true freshman, racking up 19 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks on only 229 snaps. Pretty damn efficient there. Continued to be a solid contributor, do-it-all guy in 2018, but 2019 did the damn thing. Breakout year as a true junior, 41 tackles, 19.5 tackles for loss, 13.5 sacks, and 70 pressures, and a partridge in a pear tree. Just came in, wrecked fools. And yeah, it is weird seeing almost 300-pound defensive end in today's modern game, but unanimous first team All-American, obviously first team All Big 12, as well as the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year, which, again, defense, Big 12, it's not an oxymoron. James Lynch, pretty damn legit. So combine-wise, not a workout warrior. Nothing particularly sticks out. I mean, arm length is shorter than ideal. Speed, explosion, agility, not great as well. But also note, on these spider charts, mock draftable lumps defensive linemen all together. So these times and these measurables will be fine for a defensive tier. Edge rusher, not so much. So if you parse that out a little bit, overall the combine, it's fine. It's fine. He actually tested similar to, you guys remember BJ DeBose coming out of Louisville? Did you know BJ DeBose was teammates with Teddy Bridgewater and Devontae Parker? Viking 6th-round pick in 2015. Didn't quite work out, so maybe that's a bad example, but tangent there. But Lynch, overall, not the length that you want in an NFL defensive end, not the size that you want in an NFL defensive tackle either. So it's okay, so what exactly is going to go on? He is a tweener du jour, and that will obviously hurt his draft stock. So, because a lot of teams will question, where does he play? But just taking that out, just the way that he plays. Every single snap that you watch Baylor, you will find James Lynch just doing something just ridiculous, right? Just a whirling dervish. Every single positive that we say about Herc, every single positive we say about Anthony Zettel, I mean, it applies to James Lynch. Just fierce, tenacious, gets after it, low man wins, plays with great leverage, great hands as well, control the hands, control the man. So I actually think that if he adds a little bit of weight, he could become an every down defensive interior lineman for in the NFL in the near future. Plus, every single snap is the Alamo. Every single snap is the Battle of Thermopylae. James Lynch is one of those guys, we talk about Everson Griffin, Jared Allen for so many years. They would play the game for $10 and a ham sandwich. Lynch is one of those guys as well. So, where does he play? Frankly, I don't really care. But also, what would be his perfect position? Playing a 5-tech as a 3-4 defensive end. Hello. If the Vikings truly are transitioning from the 4-3 to a 3-4. Really no. But overall, beginning his career as a really solid rotational guy who could become more, eventually could become an every down starter, but it would fit in perfectly with the heart and hustle motif that the Vikings have brought in recently. Look at Afadi, you look at Anthony Zettel, you look at Hercules, Mata'afa, bad Mata'afa. I think James Lynch certainly fits that mold as well. And Andre Patterson would find a spot for him. And Lynch probably will be involved maybe late day 2, maybe early day 3. In that sort of range, but I mean that production you can't sneeze at, and even though he doesn't have the plus athleticism measurables, you just cannot measure that hat, and just getting after it. So I would love if James Lynch eventually donned the purple. What are your thoughts on him? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us up in the Venmo. Please give us a follow on social media as well. Until next time, Skull, production value.